Hello YouTube, this is part 3 of case 1 of the casebook of Arne, der Steinweiß Murder. Einklappen. I think the literal translation would be to like fold in. So wait, first of all, since this is yet another game entity basically, we can turn on the volume right off the bat because before it gets too loud. It's better, isn't it? Maybe a little bit more. Here we go. And I'll also do this. Oh, no, not like this! Ah, it's getting loud again. Here we go. Okay. Sorry, very shorty start to a video, I know. Let's start. Alright, do we get the anime intro again? I hope so. Oh, we get the chibi characters, of course. Last time on the casebook of Arne. Hold on, where's Len Steinweiß? Lenny's a little busy right now, so I'm her substitute. And can we not do this? What? Come on, I made my own puppet and everything, we gotta. Now explain what happened last time. Len Steinweiß began an investigation on the case. An old coot told her of the darkness concealed by the humans in the mansion, and it seems everyone had a falling out afterward. Oh, poor Lenny. Also, Arne, you got taken over by Nachtzähler. I was just caught off guard, that's all. After that, Len Steinweiß was nearly killed, so we performed a blood pact. But the odds of her reviving as a vampire are roughly 50-50. What's gonna happen to Lenny? You think I care? Well, it's about time to begin the casebook of Arne. Looking forward to seeing how things go for Len. Please leave me out of this next time. There won't be a next time, at least not for this case. Oh yeah, gonna shut up. This is so impressive, I love it. I wish I could review the info, I will bet on the butler. We're gonna review the info as soon as I get control of Lynn again, okay? We do have the info in our inventory, or like our menu after all. So everyone gets a fair shot at it while recording this still. We might not finish this today. If this is as long as the last part, it's gonna be another two-parter basically. Where am I? Lynn Steinweiß. It's interesting how, like in the back, it spells device with like an S instead of like a sharp S they're called in German. Basically like a double S but special. And this is the right way to write it, not like this, but yeah, whatever. And there is Weiss spelled like with a regular S as well, but what? Yeah. As I recall, I drank Lord Arne's blood, but why did I end up here? Ah, I don't have the pen that Mother gave me. Did I drop it somewhere or... Take a look around. What the fuck do you think? What's that over there? Before we investigate what that is, we're gonna take... Oh, we don't have the notes unlocked. Alright, we're gonna have to investigate then. Len Steinweiß rests here. My grave? However, I should make it clear up front. There's no guarantee a blood pact will succeed. Could it be that The blood pact failed and I died? Yep. You died it. That's why you're here, Lynn. Fucking idiot. No, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Mother. No. Check the tree, Lynn. Check the tree. I just felt something. The base of the tree? Check the base of the tree. There's a shovel here. Maybe I can use this to check the grave. The game's very bare bones with the mechanics you have to do sometimes. Should I dig here? Digging up your own grave must be like a very exhilarating feeling, right? Ah. Mother's pendant. What was it doing here? Glad I could find the pendant, but what do I do now? Am I going to be here forever? It's alright, my dear Lynn. Eh? That voice was... The pendant's glowing? Wow. Magic. A bridge? There's no mistaking that voice. It was Mother. Is Mother up ahead? I can faintly hear music. It's a lullaby Mother often sang for me. I knew she must be up ahead. Ah! The girl began walking in the direction of the sound. If you have trouble hearing quiet sounds, click the pendant to determine the right way using the strength of its light. The sound's gotten quiet. It seems to be guiding me somewhere. Well, I'll go in the direction of the sound. Oh, I like that. No. That was wrong. I didn't think it would transition me immediately. Oh, I like that as a puzzle. Does it get louder for you too? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, that's pretty cool. I really don't know what translates to like video or not sometimes. It's up. It must be a simple trigger of like stepping over this makes it louder. But so well made. Mother, Father! Mother, it's me and Lynn! Father! No, Lynn is over there. Father, are you done yet? Oh, strange. I read the instructions thoroughly, but I just can't get it to work. His name's Klaus. He's not looking at me, and he can't seem to hear me either. And beside Mother is me when I was young. You said the same thing 10 minutes ago. I'm sure I've got it this time. Oh, here we are. Father, hurry, hurry. Right. I take pictures like this as well with my family. They're on a timer and stuff. It's pretty hard to do sometimes. That's right, that's how we took this photo. Rose, I'm glad I could meet you one last time. Yes, honey. A literal stairway to heaven. Well then, I'll be on my way. So long. I love you. No, I loved you so many times more. Whoa, did she while he was sleeping or? That you did. Father? I'm going, Lynn. Going? Go on then, Father. Where people need me. Mother, I'm going to go play too. The trees are calling for me to climb them. Oh dear, make sure you don't hurt yourself now. Okay. This isn't quite how I remember it. After the photo we ate our lunches together. What exactly am I looking at? Now she will be able to see her and talk to her. Mother, I'm here. I'm right in front of you. Yes, I knew the whole time. Eh? Mother? It's been a long time, a little, Lynn. You can see me? Of course. Oh. Aww. Mother. Mother! I've been trying so hard. Yes, you've done me proud. Ever since you left, Mother. No, ever since you left, Mother, the whole time. I know, you've done your best and done nothing wrong. Well, that's clearly not true. There's so much I want to talk to you about, Mother. Ooh. Did she fall off the tree or something? Unfortunately, there isn't much time. Mother? Heave ho! The fuck's going on? Lynn, you can't come here just yet. What do you mean? That's a secret. So if this is the afterlife, where the fuck did the father walk off to? Does he get to go to heaven? He should go to hell for what he was trying to do. What? It'll have to be a bit before I can have a leisurely chat with you, but for now, go into the slide, okay? Don't you usually say don't go into the light? But I don't want to. I want to stay with you. No, some other time. Mother! Come on, off you go. Then you come with me, Mother. That's not possible. But remember this. As long as you hold that pendant, I'll be watching over you, Lynn. No, Mom! Go on, Lynn. Whew, that was a close one. What did he try to do? Well, can you hear this? Something is happening above me. He tried to, well, he didn't try to. He gathered body parts to then try to revive the mom in a black magic ritual. That's what the father tried to do. He was nuts, but not as nuts as the servants, I can tell you that. Whew, that was a close one. This is hell, yeah. Naturally, I couldn't let her see this. Best of luck, honey. Since you can't come to heaven, I had to come here. I'm not able to go with you, but I'll wait here, as long as it takes. Atone for your sins, and please come back. Yeah, I mean, the father was... Well, what he did was not good, was it? Oh, you're awake? Arne anointed. Well then, it means you've become a vampire. I take it you're overjoyed. Mother! What is it, Landbus? Why are you crying? I don't know, but for some reason it feels like I got to meet Mother. Eh? Mother! Height 1 star, yeah, he's a real manlet. At times. Better now? Yes, I've calmed down. What's with that look? Yeah, that's a new sprite. Now that I'm calm, I've remembered a thing or two. There's a lot I want to say, but first things first. Why am I wearing my tracksuit? And also, not wearing underwear? I guess he did have to change it. That's your first things first? That was in nothing but a towel. I mean, I'm grateful I'm not just in a towel now, but I'm sure you must have carried me here and put my tracksuit on me, Lord Arne. I thought it fine to leave you alone, but Sissy insisted I get you dressed. Then you should have put on my underwear too. I don't know, I feel like that's a lot more personal than just putting on something else. If you'd just done that, I would have been able to let it slide, like Lord Arne saw me nude, but there was no helping it. But you're supposed to change underwear, yes? It's in the dresser! Wait, why do I have to tell you that? You're the one who shouted it out. I'm going to change, so please leave. As I said before, what does it matter seeing you nude? Window! What am I, a dog? Alright. I'll come back in a few minutes. There's a lot to think about, but I can't get started without putting on underwear. I need to put my thinking underwear on. It's like my thinking hat. The girl decided to put on underwear. Oh, we can't even try to go out. What a shame. So the killer wrote this too. I wonder, when did they get into my room? Oh, the only thing I can interact with is my drawer. I'll change my tracksuit too, just in case. Just in case what? Just in case what? I know it was the right call to buy 20 of the same one. Oh, fucking, I love that. Now I can finally settle down and think. Oh, that's right, my investigation notes. Oh, they're in the cabinet. Why is he methodical about... Why is he methodical about kind of thing? This kind of thing, I guess? Why is he so methodical? Okay, here they are. All prior information added to notes. Good. Make use of it if you're having trouble with reasoning. The storybook really brings me back. I mean, this isn't the time. Big Red Hood Chapter 1 added to collection. Collection items also appear in the notes menu, but are important to beating the game. Yep. Okay, I'd like to sit down for a bit and sort things out. Before we do that, we're gonna take a look at the info ourselves. Even if we do it twice then. So, I'm disappointed that sprites don't have cute fangs now. Well, maybe that will appear later on, I don't know. Maybe once she's angry or something. Case summary. Lynn's father has been murdered. A headless corpse was also left in his room, but it turned out to be someone else. Who did this and why? The garden dogs. They only act friendly with Lynn and her father, but the gardener Kai seems to be an exception. Dad's room mirror. A mirror in Lynn's father's room. Likely because it's in a bad position, Sissy witnessed nothing from that mirror. Vents. The master's room and the storeroom are connected by vents. Lynn and the maid Elise could probably move through them. Lynn, it was a den of dust bunnies, which points towards the vent not being used the way it would be used if humans went through them. Missing vase. A vase that should have been in the storeroom went missing. There's one just like it in the second floor west hallway, but where could it have disappeared to? The flowers in the second floor vase were dropping petals, despite the butler Gordon whistling away as he tends to them every morning. What could be going on there? Oh shit, you know what could be going on? She placed the water there in the vase, and now the flowers are dying. Do you think the water that she was given in the kitchen was poisoned? Could that be a thing? Heart. It seems one of Arne's hearts was in the basement. Who was using that heart, and what were they trying to revive? Passage blood. There was blood in the passage leading to the hidden room. It's apparently the blood of the person dead in Lynn's father's room. Security. The mansion's security is generally trusted to the guard Bernd at the front gate and the guard dogs in the courtyard. As such, outside intruders should be unlikely. Attack details. The chef Heinz claims he was attacked from behind while making tea in the kitchen. Afterward, he heard the door to the courtyard open and the flapping of wings. The butler Gordon was attacked from behind while heading from the dining room to the second floor. Afterward, he heard the door to the entryway opening. This is like a red herring because we know this was Arne while he was taken over, I guess. Courtyard figure. The chef Heinz says he witnessed a figure walking through the courtyard. Since the guard dogs didn't bark, he thinks it's just his imagination, but no, we actually know it was Kai. Acrophobia. The maid Diana has an extreme fear of heights and can't even go out on the terrace. Diana, if only the whole world were flat. I agree. Glass. After bringing the master water, Elise always returns the glass to the kitchen, but this time it's yet to be returned. Evidently, she tried to transfer the water to the vase and broke both in the process. And that's it. We have some rumors about the serial murders. There have been serial murders happening recently. Just the other day, a man was killed late at night. The alibis for the people are... We haven't read these yet. As follows. Gordon was reading in his room prior to Lynn being called by her father at midnight. Around 12:15, he moved to the kitchen where he discussed food with Heinz. At this time, he encountered Bernd in the dining room. Elise went to the kitchen before midnight to get water for Master to drink with medicine, then went to the third floor. Went to the master's door right at midnight, but recalled him saying it was unnecessary and left without meeting him. On the way, she tried to pour the water into the vase in the second floor west hallway and broke it. After cleaning for about 5 minutes, she searched for one with the same design in the third floor storeroom. Heard Bernd scream at 12:30 right after placing the storeroom vase in the second floor hallway. Diana. Before midnight, Elise left the maid's room, and once certain that she was gone, Diana left too. Met up with Kai in the guest room on the east side of the second floor. Diana planned to elope with Kai, but due to her extreme fear of heights, she rejected his plan to descend down a ladder from the terrace to the courtyard. While discussing what to do, they heard Bernd scream. Kai, before midnight, he used the ladder in the courtyard to enter the guest room on the east side of the second floor. Heinz noticed his shadow passing by at this time. By the time Diana left the guest room after hearing Bernd scream at 12:30, it seems Kai had left the mansion. It seems, but do we know? Bernd was on guard in the dining room since before midnight. Says he saw at least before midnight Gordon around 12:15 and was summoned by Father 12:30. So went to the room and there found a headless corpse. Being someone who passes out at the mere sight of blood, he let out a pathetic scream and fainted. Kia! It's like when... Who was it? Wasn't that Flanders? That screams like a woman or something? Anyway, Simpsons reference. Heinz was in the kitchen the whole time, which is dubious. Heinz also claims Elise came before midnight for water. Afterward, around 12:15, Gordon came to the kitchen and they had a conversation about food. I think Gordon and Heinz could be working together. If it's not Kai and Diana, it's Gordon and Heinz. I don't think it's Elise or Bernd, since they're just too suspicious. Big Red Hood, Chapter 1. Deep in the woods, there lived a girl and her mother. The girl always wore a red hood, so people called her Red Riding Hood. One day, Red Riding Hood's mother gave her an errand. Go to grandmother's house deep in the woods. The 30-foot-tall Red Riding Hood headed into the woods, cutting a swath through the trees. Big Red Hood. 6 chapters in all. I get it. The Big Red Hood. Oh, that's a different kind of story. Oh, I love that. Okay. Where should I even start? We'll get another rundown now. By Tizzy and Lynn, I guess. Hey, Linny. Tizzy, geez, don't startle me every time. It's not like I'm trying to or anything. Look, he's called Bisne. Interesting. I wonder if this is like... How they literally translated it in like Japanese, or... Since you were revived, guess you became a vampire. Congrats! I guess so. Lord Arne said that too. Wait, can he see her or not? He said he can't see vampires. I'm not human anymore, am I? Hope we can get along better now as fellow non-humans. Right. Well, it might take time to accept, but it's no use crying over spilt milk. Just gotta keep moving forward. Though for real, I thought you'd be rejoicing more. It was so sudden and it didn't have a choice, so I guess I don't know how to feel. One how it is spelled, one how it is spoken. That could also be, yeah, that could be a place actually. Would you mind helping me sort things out in my head? I think it'll be better talking it up with you than thinking about it myself. And I doubt Lord Arne would understand if I talked with him. Sure thing, let's get your head as refreshed as your tracksuit. He was watching? Were you watching? Whatever could you mean? So what are we starting with? Let's start about vampires. I'm a vampire too, right? Since the blood pact with Arne succeeded. It doesn't really feel real. It's like, you know, power! I'm brimming with power! She's using a chuny pose. Keep your distance from the vampire of pure scarlet, Lynn Reinweiss. I thought it would go more like that. You read too many comic books. Not that I know much about this whole thing either. You'll probably starting noticing changes, you know? Might be able to turn into a bat soon. I can become a bat too? Well, yeah, you're a vampire. I can't wait. You're gonna be zooming out of control if Arne's not around. Next topic. About the killer. About the person who attacked me. Did you see them, Cecilia? If I did, I tell Arne for sure. I'm not cruel enough to just overlook that. I see. But why was I targeted? I mean, because he was stumbling around alone and easy to target? But they let me go once before when I was in Father's room. If they wanted to kill me, couldn't they have just done it then? No, right. There was an opportunity to kill you easily, huh? Maybe there was some reason why they didn't. Well, if it were me or Arne, we'd accept just cause as a reason. Is that how you think, being non-humans? That's right. You will too. You will too before long, Lenny. I feel like it wasn't just because, even if that in itself is a just because hunch. Yeah, actually. Well, no point mulling over it. On to the next thing. Right. What's going to happen to me, I wonder? What do you mean what will happen? I mean, because I'm a vampire. I might attack humans or... Ah, Dad, you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, you're right. Like, Lord Arne said only the blood... No, Lord Arne said the only blood he drinks is what his clients pay him. So... Yeah, but Sissy also said he's special. Duff, listen to this, Humbug. Gordon got angry at me once more today. No. Elise? Why are we seeing her now? Oh, are we imagining, like, drinking her blood? Mistress, is something the matter with? I was most definitely not talking us to at all. The girl slowly approached the maid. We're gonna make it more creepy by going around the table. Slowly edging behind her. Checking the book. Oh! The bookcase. Maybe getting some collectibles along the way. Mistress, doth something be of the matter? Want. Eh? Did he say something? I want your blood. Oh no, verily and forsoothly. Yep, nothing like that should happen. I'm a little curious why you picked that, mate. Because it seemed like a blood would be No, so these are vampiric urges. Nope. But actually, when I said you wouldn't have to worry, I didn't mean you could endure the urge to suck blood. Maybe you can suck dick instead. Huh? I mean, you'd stop being bothered by attacking humans. You already don't feel bad for every piece of meat you eat, do you? It's the same thing. That can't be. Arne doesn't seem to have especially severe urges on account of his body being seriously weird, but as a regular old vampire, Lynn, I'm thinking you can't avoid it. I mean, you became a vampire knowing that, surely? I suppose so. Well, if you don't like that, see if you can put up with that. See if you can put up with it for now. You can probably manage until this case is solved at least. I see. If there's no worry of me attacking the people in the mansion, that's good at least. Yeah, because the other people outside are just not worth as much, or what? Once this case is solved, I won't be able to stay in this house, will I? I guess it's natural. No, we can just suck off of them. They're like an infinite food source for you. I chose this myself, so I have to keep the firm resolve. Dummy. What are you doing? Oh, Arne. I was having a fun chat with Leni. With Lynn Reinweis? Ah. Well, I'll leave the rest to you, Arne. Well, Lynn Reinweis, about our next step. Yes, what is it? Now that I'm a vampire, I'm not afraid of anything. Come at me with everything you've got. Why are you so high energy all of a sudden? I've just got this amazing vampire power, like, wow, I can handle anything, you know? Truly, Lynn Reinweis? Does it see no bounds? Sit down and listen to me. Aww. Listen well, Lynn Reinweis. Okay. So, now you've been revived. Wouldn't you say it's time we start bringing this to a resolution? Did you figure out who the killer is? Naturally. All that remains is to do as any great detective does and corner the culprit with all present. Oh yeah, I love that. Who in the world is it? It would be boring to just say, surely. Oh, come on. And thus I require that those in the mansion be assembled somewhere. But it would be tedious for me, and such I was thinking I'd use you for it. You can do it, yes? But I'm not, well, human anymore. I wonder if I'll be able to... What are you saying, little Reinweis? You may be a vampire, but you're still you, correct? Have you forgotten declaring as much to me? Well, nothing for it, I suppose. I'll let you use me. It's in my capable hands. Then go forth, Lynn Reinweis. 1. they forgot to press shift there, I think. Lynn Reinweis, going forth. Once you've gathered everyone, return here to call for me. Understood. Can we talk to him again? Okay. Does she say anything else now? Okay. Right, now isn't the time to be anxious. I mean, that won't change. I can save any regretting and worrying for after this case is done. More important right now is solving this case with Lord Arne. That's what I became a vampire for. So then, where's everyone? I'll check the dining room first. Do you? Yeah, I guess. Okay. You do. This game's cute. It is really cute. I love it. It's so good, honestly. Looks like the others aren't back yet. Oh, but Gordon's here. I'll talk with him first. Slowly creeping up to him from behind. Gordon, your blood! Oh, what brings you here, mistress? Gordon. So now I'm actually paying attention. I think everyone has a bat in their like character introduction screen. It looks like the others still haven't returned. Indeed they haven't, but I was just thinking of calling them back. In that case, I'll go call for everyone. Will you? Well then. But acting alone. Even if I'm a vampire, I don't want to be attacked again. Might be a good idea to go with someone else. Actually, Gordon, could you come with me? I'm a little uncertain if I could convince everyone by myself. Understood. I shall accompany you. By the way, do you know where everyone is? Bernd and Heinz were arguing in the entryway, but Heinz has since returned to the kitchen. I believe Elise should still be in her room. I haven't seen Diana around. Would you happen to have some idea, mistress? Right, I think she's still in the guest room. There's something I want to talk about, so I want to get everyone in the second floor waiting room. Well, if you would prefer the location, I don't mind. Okay then, let's call the others. Everyone's location added to notes. When Lynn's with someone else, checking some things will give unique responses. These have nothing to do with the case, but you may learn a little about that person. Okay, what does Gordon tell me about the plant? The butler Gordon starts his mornings by watering the plants in this room. Isn't it difficult watering the flowers around the entire mansion every morning? Not at all. Flowers respond to your heartfelt efforts raising them. To me, they are like my children. Yeah, I suppose so. Weirdo. Heinz! Mr. Ketchup! Oh! Look at some breads that have gone hard. Yeah, look at the size of that baguette. Oof, I'd love to just gobble on that. Really, really intensely. Heinz! Huh? What is it, Lynn? Heinz? I want to talk to everyone about something, so could you come to the waiting room on the second floor? But I want to see Bernd's ugly mug. I'll be certain to stop him if he tries to do anything like before in the future. If you say so, Gordon. Well, alright. You never know what'll happen, right? Thank you very much. Just don't order him to lick it again, okay? Must be hard for you too, Lynn. Good luck. Yes. Heinz went to the second floor. It's thanks to Gordon that I could persuade Heinz. Might be wise. Pardon me. Might be wise to have someone help me out with calling for the others too. You can now call for people we've convinced, like Heinz. Press the A key or click the image in the top left to open the character summoning screen. Work with others to assemble the remaining servants in the second floor waiting room. Oh, okay, so they respond to different people differently? Oh, I like that. So we can get a Bernd and Elise, and then we need to grab Kai and Diana. Does Heinz have different things to talk about? Yeah, in the kitchen. The baguette, for example. Some bread that's gone hard. Is this bread still edible? Oh, those are fakes I set out for Bernd. Well made, right? What? For Bernd? When Bernd comes to steal food, these are for whacking him with. Whacking him? Jacking him? You laid out these flowers, right, Heinz? The table setting is important for meals too. Naturally, my cooking is delicious, but I want to make it taste even better. You really think things through? Well, though it hardly even qualifies as having a psychological effect. Interesting. Elise! Duff, listen to this humbug. Gordon's rage. It's truly nasty. He's like some kind of demon. Yes, it must be so if... Are you okay? Mistress, Does something be the matter? I want to talk with everyone about something, so come to the second floor waiting room. Gordon will be there too, yes. I'd be all out of courage to face him right now. So if I had brought Gordon, she wouldn't have come, definitely. Yeah, I figured, but could you just, deal with that? Come to think of it, I've got some sweets ready, so maybe I'll give them to people who assemble up there. Is that so? If you're not coming, at least maybe someone else will eat to share. What? But, I'm sure it'll be tasty. That's not stuff you get your hands on often. Wow, he knows how to lure in young girls, young children. I don't know. I can't. I understand. It's crystal clear. I'd be gone. Oh, are you now? Thank goodness. Elise went to the second floor. Change immediately to Elise because she's gonna convince Bernd then. I like the little background face. It's funny. There's so much detail in this game. It's quite good. You really should show me that risk underwear as an apology for breaking the vase. What do you mean I really shouldest? And also Gordon already got supremely angry at me, so surely we should be even. Well then, I'll take the sweets you're hiding. Please spare with me that as well. I'm just joking. Mistress? Okay, I don't need to go to the bath right now. I would have liked to see both of them bathe together, but alright, whatever. So is he outside? Look, it's who we gathered already. Guess he's outside in the entryway. I have to go down actually. Diana and Kai, I'd like to call for them last. Considering what happened with Lord Arne, how should I go about this, I wonder? Well, first off, you can tell them that you are a vampire now too, so they better not fuck with you anymore. Hi! Can we leave? No. You can't be a proper vampire lady without risk underwear? That's right. What's the matter? Did you need something with this human garbage? What the fuck, Bernd? Bernd, the diligent-looking security guard. He doesn't look that diligent. He's sulking super hard. I want to talk to everyone about something, so could you come to the waiting room on the second floor? Oh, I'm sure things would go smooth if you just ignored me and talked amongst yourselves. Amongst yourselves? Elise, would you try persuading Bernd? Understood. If I'll give it a shot. Sure, Bernd. Let us go to the second floor waiting room together. Elise? I was just thinking of going to the second floor myself. It must be fate, huh? Ah. He's so simple. He is. Bernd went to the second floor. That just leaves Diana and Kai. And considering I can choose Bernd as a partner, not in crime, but yeah, well, whatever. Can I check out the other locations still? Can Bernd check on Elise's underwear for us? He can check on Hamburg. Elise's dear teddy bear, its name is Hamburg. Entering a lady's room makes you kinda restless, huh? It's rude to look around that much, This teddy bear is a rare find indeed, because it's Elise's favorite. Let's get out of here quickly, I'm sensing danger. What do you think you would do with the teddy bear? Come on. Alright, let's go up. Partner in tomfoolery. I love this word, tomfoolery. Yep, wrong guest room. It's this one. It's just Diana and Kai now, but I think it would be a good idea to handle this by myself. Oh, especially considering what happened with Lord Arne. Involving anyone else would make things complicated. Lynn only option added to character menu. Beep boop. Leave the servant you're with to go alone? Yes. Knock, knock. Let me take a sip of my drink, actually. Oh. Ah, it was good. Diana, it's me. I want to talk a little. Diana? Mistress, what is it? I'm gathering everyone in the waiting room now. I want you and Kai to come too. We can't go, because the man who did that to Kai will be there too, won't he? I can't go with someone like that around. There's no way she'd believe me if I told her about Lord Arne. And I mean, there's no changing the fact that Lord Arne did something terrible to Kai. How can I handle this? Lying? Understood. I'll be back later. Come as many times as you want. We're not going. Well, guess we're shit out of luck then. If we're going to get them to come, I need to somehow change the impression of Lord Arne. Is that even possible? Honestly, isn't everyone being so selfish? At this point, maybe I should just force them. Wait, what am I thinking? Is this another effect of becoming a vampire? Well, becoming a vampire makes you smart? Anyway, I need to do something about those two. Lord Arne just apologizing a ton wouldn't make Kai forgive him, I'm sure. And I can hardly imagine Lord Arne deigning to do that in the first place. At this rate, maybe I should just boldly claim Kai was attacked by someone else, or... Wait, that might actually work. If I just have Lord Arne use that power. Let's go. Arne. My love. You're back, little Reinweiss. That took quite some time. I'm not even done yet. Well, I'm actually not done yet. Was this some problem? A whole mess of problems, thanks to you. Aha, the gardener and maid. Yeah, I was wondering what to do. Inaccurate, Reinweiss. You must already have an idea of how to resolve this. Otherwise you wouldn't have returned to me, yes? Well, sort of. I have some thoughts about it. What's that iffy response? I don't know if you can do it or not, but... Apologize to use powers on smile at Kai. Use your powers? Ausgezeichnet! There's missing a T there. I want you to use your ability to spread rumors on Kai. When you spread that first rumor, Kai wasn't in the mansion, I don't think. So you can still use the ability on him. I wouldn't mind, but what kind of rumor? Lord Arne is a vampire, an alter ego, a twin. An alter ego? Because a twin of whom? I want you to spread the rumor that you have a split personality, Lord Arne. I guess it's the wrong one. What will that do? Can't help having a split personality. That's what it'll be like, right? Would you accept that explanation yourself? You seemed quite offended when I attacked the chef. Oh yeah, I guess I wouldn't accept that. Well then, Lord Arne is... Can we just straight up tell him that he's a vampire? Spread the rumor that actually you are a vampire. Okay, I guess it's the third option. To what end? Because you're a vampire. Doesn't you being a vampire make anything okay? The notion of all humans being like you is a sickening one. What was that? Do I need to explain? Come up with another plan. Anything else? How about you are a twin, which... You think this makes more sense than the alter ego? It's basically the same. Let's spread the rumor that you have a twin. And why should we do that? Even if there were lights, it was in the courtyard at night. I doubt he saw your face that clearly. Yes, it's highly likely. So can't we say your twin brother did it? I mean, under normal circumstances, I think that would be a stretch. But your ability is powerful enough that I feel like it'll work. Clever by your standards, little Reinweiss. That rumor will need to start from zero basis. It will have no effect on the mansion's residents who believe you to be a detective. But if it has no effect on the gardener either, it'll mean he was in the mansion the whole time. Ooh. And his claim of returning to the mansion to meet the maid will be proven a lie. Oh, you're right. What, you didn't think that far ahead? So what? It'll have the result anyway. Anyway, please do it. Please, you say. So I have the right to choose. You won't do it? I will not. What would you do if I said that? I'd be in a pickle. I'd be pickling! Sorry. You can't claim to be using me if you're entrusting your choices to me. Issue me the command to use my power, like I'm a tool. That's what using means, yes? I don't want to do that. It's not my style to force people to do things. She's already going back on what she said at the end of the last episode. And also, I said I definitely wouldn't do anything I didn't want to do. If you agree with my plan, Lord Arne, then please let me use you. Alright, I'll spread the rumor. But even if it fools the gardener, what if the maid with him? Diana, I think she'll be okay as long as we can manage to convince Kai. Just have to push through or whatever. Well, you would know best about the humans in this mansion. Though I'm a bit uncertain. Leave it to me. Very well. have to do a magic circle again? Evilly, bloodily, almightily, nein töte! Just stop it already. Absolutely not. This is my proof that I'm still myself. I'm afraid I don't follow. I'll come with you to see the gardener. It should speed things along. Are you sure? I've already had an encounter with the maiden gardener, and I already intended to show myself before everyone at the end. That's what a great detective does. I see. Then go ahead. Go ahead and what? You'll suck my blood, right? You've already done it once, so go on, straight for the jugular. I like how she says that. Go straight for the jugular. I suppose I'll test. Ooh. Hey, drawing blood again? Seriously? Your vibes are truly disgusting to me. You're mean. I see. No change in taste. It's a bit late, but don't you think it would be better if I went to meet him in my small form? Yeah! He saw him in his big form. If he just went in his small form, he could just say, I'm his little brother, instead of now having to claim he's a twin. I can't imagine it would be, because the detectives in stories are always cool and stylish. Have you seen Detective Conan? Why, he is pretty cool. Let's be off, idiot. Why the name calling? Wait, we should go up. Hello, Moshi Moshi. This is the room. Please try not to say anything weird. Not a problem. I just need to make him think I didn't do it, yes? Yes, but I'm sure they'll be super wary at first. So let's do our best. I know. Okay, let's get down to it. Hip hip, hooray! Hold on, what? Wait for me! The time in this game passes so weirdly. We haven't played for an hour in this. Just dropping in. Jeez, Lord Arne, what are you going in like that for? I don't need to meekly ask them permission to enter the room, surely. What did you come here for? Please, just leave us alone. Diana. The fucking NTR queen. See, this is what I mean. Diana, just bear with us for a second. Please, listen to what we have to say. I refuse. Get out of here at once. I came here to clear up a misunderstanding. Be at ease. Eek! What misunderstanding? You, the man sleeping in the bed. Stay away. Kai. It was not I who attacked you, it was my older twin brother. That's nonsense. Diana! Mistress, what's gotten into you? It's alright, nothing like that will happen again. Please, believe me. But... Take a good look. I'm not the one who attacked you, am I? You're his twin? That sounds familiar. Kai? Diana, haven't you heard about that? Not in the least, first of all. We've never met him before. My twin brother's a violent one indeed. It's quite an embarrassment. It appears he troubled you greatly as well. Is that right? You know, now that you say that, it feels weirdly like you're not him. It works! We managed to convince Kai. Now it's just Diana. Look. It says since the last time I saved 50 minutes passed? That can't be right. NTR, excuse me. Okay, let's explain this. Yeah, oh, okay, that's great. Already explained it. Basically, she's dating the gardener, but Lynn's father also let the other nobles use her. She rationalized it as something about the obstacle to the love, making it more beautiful. Yeah, okay, that's a good summary of it. Oh, she thought it more romantic that way. Okay, mission: don't let Diana's words reach Kai. Oh, I like this one. The maid didn't seem to trust the vampire's words, so she tried to question the gardener. Click. However, the girl... Oh, it's a different one. The girl shouted loudly over her words so they wouldn't reach the gardener. This is how you argue. If you can clear minigames and reasoning without mistakes, you receive a reward from Sissy at the end. Won't cost any change in the main story, but try your best. 1, 3, 2, 1. It's all fine. Yet, surely, there's no problem. Even so, please don't worry. Perfect. Just shouting at the top of my lungs to convince them. Look, Diane, it's all fine. Well, is this man really a different person? Yeah, I think so. If you say so, Kaiden. You know, the worst thing about this place was that she said it with a smile. She didn't just try to cope. She was fully convinced of that. Hence why it was so fucking weird. I'm having everyone assemble, so would you two come as well? But I'll protect the two of you. As the next head of the Rhinewest family, I wouldn't let such an awful dispute happen again. If you are not the culprits, then you should accompany us. You're sneaking around is why you're under suspicion. I should have asked earlier, but who exactly are you? None other than... Let's hold off until everyone's present. Huh. Why were you so ready to just casually declare yourself a vampire? Should I not? Absolutely not. Huh. I felt there was no need to hide it if it were appearing before humans anyway. We'll explain later, so would you two go ahead to the waiting room? Huh? Okay. Sure, but... Kai, are you alright? I'm fine now, besides, I don't want to stay in hiding anymore. Like that guy says, we should go along with them. Understood. Well, we'll go to the waiting room ahead of you. Thank you very much. The other thing about Diana was that when they were falling out, like everyone, she was just really digging into Elise. Like saying how she gets used by the nobles too. That really rubbed me the wrong way as well. Somehow, I don't know why. Well, we've now assembled everyone. Now we head to the final stage. But first, we need to think about the connection between you and I, Lord Arne. If you just go in front of everyone and say, I'm none other than the heinous vampire Arne 930, that would be really bad. In that case, you may decide. I decide? Indicate to me what kind of relation would be most appropriate for the situation. Incidentally, it did spread the rumor to the residents that Lind Reinweiss is a great detective, so it would be convenient to have something that worked in tandem with that rumor. Then what if you're... My lover, my mentor, a detective. I have to go with this one, even though I know it's not the one that works, but... How about if we were lovers? I see, lovers. So I'll spread the rumor that Lind Reinweiss comes home with men in town night after night. Why? Think a little more seriously. That's entirely unrelated to the previous rumor. And I told you I can't spread a second rumor that has zero base, remember? I just thought it up from seeing Diane and Kai. Please understand when something's a joke. You're asking for too much. Okay then, seriously. A mentor. How about if you're my mentor? How about if you're my mentors? Not bad. It wouldn't be unnatural for there to be a teacher or mentor who taught me to be a detective. The great detective Lind Reinweiss has a grandiose detective mentor. Yes, by connecting it to your rumor, it would probably be able to spread that one. Grandiose detective? You're a great detective. As such, it's natural that I be greater, yes? Well, sure, but... And I don't want people to think I'm on the same level as you. Did you really need to say that? What are you on about? It's important. Understood, Lord Arne. So you're my mentor and a grandiose detective. Well then, let's spread it now. Evilly! Bloodily! Now, all preparations are in order. Let us go, Lind Reinweiss. Hey, why are you interrupting? On the contrary, why do I need to wait every time? See? I knew it. Kai's the killer. I'm trying to explain to you how that isn't true. Stop it, Bernd. Maybe you should just shut your yap. Bernd, get a hold of yourself. Quite a delightful scene we have here. Gee, stop hurrying ahead on your own. Don't blame the shortness of your legs on me. It's the height difference. Mistress, Who's this? Don't worry about me. Rather, let me see the rest of your argument. What? He'll introduce himself shortly. Lord Arne, what are you doing stirring them up too? I had no intention of that. A new person showing up at this point. I've got it! This must be the true culprit! You should really keep your mouth shut, Bernd. Seriously, you. Lord Arne? Firstly, all of you sit down and relax. Why is it somebody who just suddenly showed up running the show? Yeah, no kidding. If you don't explain yourself... Who indeed doth you be? Mistress, an explanation, please. Sit down. Oh, it actually does say it. Sit down. Bernd, let's sit for now. That might be a good idea. A new track. I like it. It's a pleasure to meet you. I suppose I'd say that. My name is Arne. I would love for the investigation track of the first part to come back. That was really good as well. Arne, you safe? Aw, that's a cute picture. I like it. I imagine you're aware that Lynn Steinweiss here is a great detective. Huh? Mrs. Lynn is what? Oh, he's the only one that doesn't know. You didn't know, Kai? The detective beauty of the millennium. The very reincarnation of Sherlock Holmes. You know? Huh. I had no idea. Maybe time is in-game time, like in the story 2 hours have gone by since the start? Yeah, but that would be really weird to measure it like that. And who trained the great detective Lynn Steinweiss? None other than me. You've heard the rumors, I'm sure. It can't be. The grandiose detective of the millennium. The very reincarnation of Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes got reincarnated twice? It seems things here were a bit too much for Lynn Steinweiss to handle alone. So I've come to finish the job. Aha, I've seen this plot beat in books too. Now I've gathered you all here. I take it, you know what that means? You figured out who killed the master? Precisely. Who could it have been? Now we will begin a delightful production which shall bring the killer to light. Lord Arne is really getting into this. It feels like he's putting in some dramatic flair. But ever since he appeared, everyone's been caught up in this atmosphere. Maybe this is how a detective should act. That's sad. It would be a bore to simply guess at the killer. Woman, come over here. Doth you mean me? You're the only woman in my sight, am I mistaken? I'm very much a woman, verily. Never have I considered myself a man, forsooth. I don't quite understand what you're saying, but at any rate, come here. Not to worry, I won't bite. Understood if. You have quite a tortured way of speaking, don't you? Nothing of the sort, Tiffest. What? He just came out and said it! Why aren't I? Surely you're not gonna be like Elise is the killer, right? I would never do something so trite. Good, so Elise isn't the killer. That I said nothing about. What? You, old coot. What? How rude. Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Allow me to apologize. Incidentally, we have here 2 detectives. Would you happen to know what kind of entertainment can unfold at a time like this? A battle of reasoning in which they throw theories at one another, perhaps? Exactly. Lynn Steinweiss. Yes? I will present my theory that this maid is the killer. What are you saying? Why did he announce it to Gordon, specifically? Why did he ask him whether he was knowing where this was going? Weird. As such, you must give your all to stop me. You're joking, right? I'm not. We both possess the same information. It shouldn't be impossible, should it? Why? Because it's more delightful this way. But this maid stands now on the gallows. What are you... You're serious about this? If you cannot save this maid, it will prove my theory correct. And this maid shall be your father's killer. Do you take issue with that? Why are you making me do this? You're a great detective, are you not? I'm Your what, Lynn? Where's she going with this? Now. You ought not to finish that sentence. Indeed, Lynn, lest you want to be cancelled. Take a look at the maid's face. Mistress, please, don't kill of me. Please save me. Elise. You're a great detective, so it must be fine, right? What indeed did you want from me? Think back, Lynn Reinweiss. What is this show that's about to begin? I get it. So that's what it is. Elise, it'll be okay because I'm the next head of the Reinweiss family and a great detective. Leave everything to me. Mistress. That was a close one, Lynn Reinweiss. No kidding. I nearly neglected to rise to the stage. So this is the play you prepared for me, where I'm the star. I didn't ask for a script that has the main character losing, you know? Well, we'll see about that. Perhaps it's a tragedy. It's already a tragedy. I don't want it to be any more of one. In that case, act like the star, Lynn Reinweiss. All right, Lord Arne. Let's see if this is the proper stage for me. Boop. Today's program, Lynn Reinweiss versus Arne Neuntöter. Well. I like that. Now, Lynn Reinweiss, this is your final stage. I shall explain the rules of the delightful game you and I will be playing. Please do. I will tell you my theory proposing that this maid is your father's killer. If it is mistaken, point out how. If you cannot find a flaw, this maid is the killer. All this I've said already, but should you prove my theory incorrect, we will then switch roles. It won't be the end? That wouldn't settle anything, would it? I guess you're right, but so then I also indeed choose someone and theorize that they are the killer. I have to theorize. Be it easy, Lynn Reinweiss. If your theory is wrong, I will certainly point it out. Unless you can create a flawless theory, the wrong person will not be named the killer. So then, that being said, do not submit crude theories. Even if the person you choose is the killer, I will point out any holes in your theory. True, I can't imagine you making a mistake. Meanwhile, I don't think I'll make perfect theories. So basically on my turn, I can't let myself pick the killer. And on your turn, if you pick the killer, you'll definitely have a flawless theory. Understood. I'll make good use of your theories, Lord Arne. Come, Lynn Reinweiss, let us dance joyfully together. Now let us begin. Arne's turn. Go right ahead. Prattling on about details would only make this drag on. As far as motive, any thoughts we might come up with would be a little more than fantasies. As such, for this maid, I will choose to focus on escape from the room. This maid herself testified that she went to the 3rd floor before Lynn Reinweiss. She had a daily routine of bringing her master medicine. She could certainly enter simply by being invited in. After knocking you out, it wouldn't be difficult for her to push her master down into the basement. There were many weapons in the storeroom as well. She would also be capable of beheading the fake corpse. But the real question is her escape. The guard testifies that your father's room was locked. Thus, she must have locked the door and left the room. But this maid does not have a master key. The door cannot be locked from the outside, and your father's master key remained with his corpse. However, there was a route only this maid could use, namely the vents. And we have already the counter argument that there were dust bunnies in the vents when we went through. After locking the door from inside the room, she escaped to the storeroom using the vents. That is how it was possible for her to murder your father. So, is my theory mistaken? Objection! I had to, sorry. Objection! It's more like the sound quality of the Nintendo. Guild pointed out all errors in the vampire's theory. Select all mistaken claims, there may be more than one. Click an image to select it, be sure to select everything that's wrong. Click an image again to deselect it. Once you've made the selections, click the circle in the bottom right. Elise had a daily routine taking medicine to her master. That is not wrong. Elise doesn't have a master key. That is not wrong either. Elise escaped through the vents. That is wrong. Will you go with this? Yeah. Elise couldn't have escaped through the vents. Why is that? When I went through there, it was a den of dust bunnies. That's right, it was filled with dust. If Elise had gone through them, it should have cleared out much of the dust. Precisely, Lynn Reinweiss. Ausgezeichnet. Mistress Lin, thank you very, very much. I'm glad to know you're not the killer, Elise. So I'm not supposed to pick the killer myself now then. Okay. You experienced those events personally, so that was a simple one, yes? But do keep up that pace. We might find a killer with surprisingly little effort. We've still only gone through one person. I know that's not enough to satisfy you, Lord Arne. Yeah. Arne is hungry. You understand me rather well. Next is your turn, Lin Steinweiss. Choose someone to present as the killer. Lin's turn. Lord Arne is serious. If I came up with a theory using some complicated trick, I'm sure I'd make a mistake somewhere. I don't have that kind of talent. And if the person I choose is the killer, I'll be giving them an escape route. So I have no choice but to choose people I know can't have done it, and have Lord Arne point out the flaws. I select Heinz. Oh, we don't even get to choose. Me? I vote we kill off Diana. This is not this kind of game. But okay. I vote this too, actually. Running Lin Steinweiss? Now present your theory why this person is the killer. Heinz left the kitchen into the dining room. Rejected! The guard should have been in the high dining room all the while. Leaving the kitchen undetected would be nigh impossible. Well, then he went out to the courtyard. Also rejected! There are guard dogs in the courtyard. If they barked, even that guard would notice. Anything else? Nothing else. This should be fine, because I know Heinz couldn't have killed father. I do understand your thinking, but even so, come up with some better theories. If you honestly intend to use me, then give the great honest entertainment. Right. Well, there was not much to go by with like Heinz. Now my turn. Who does he choose? Since the woman before was a maid, I shall select the other maid. Diana? From her testimony, there's no question that she acted together with the gardener. Here the counter-argument will be that she is afraid of heights. As such, I shall present a theory in which they were collaborators. So if I can't find a flaw, both of them are the killers. Kai's wounds haven't fully healed yet, so I'll represent the both of us. I mind not. Put your hopes in, LambdadeltaYT. Without further ado, my theory is this. These two had no business going to your father's room like the previous maid did. In other words, our point of focus should be how they intruded into his room. Listen carefully now, LambdadeltaYT. Yes. The gardener used the ladder to get from the courtyard to the second floor guest room. And naturally, he used that same ladder to make it to the third floor as well. However, while the ladder can be dragged around, bringing it up to the second floor is no easy task. If you're alone, that is. Yes, that seems fair. However, the maid was in the guest room, so the two of them pulled the ladder onto the terrace. One of the two entered into the mansion to visit their father's room and get his attention. During this time, the other entered through the window in his room and concealed themselves. This also explains why the door was locked. Because the maid possesses a master key. In addition, the gardener was able to take the murder weapon and the head outside the mansion. So is my theory mistaken? Objection! The girl pointed out all errors in the vampire's theory. Kai climbed the ladder from the courtyard to the terrace. That is right. The two cooperated to lift the ladder onto the terrace. That is wrong. One of them went inside and headed to the master's room. That is also wrong. Will you go for this? Yeah. Sup? Hi. Hey. Diana and Kai couldn't have worked together to lift the ladder onto the terrace. Why is that? Diana has an extreme fear of heights, so she can't go. She can't so much as go out on the terrace. And you're also wrong about one of them going through the house to father's room. Huh? Why is that? They would have been seen. Sissy testified that no one left the guest room until Bernd screamed. That's a contradiction. Correct again, LambdadeltaYT. Ausgezeichnet. Mistress Lin, thank you very much. That's our mistress. It's only natural when you two didn't do it. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry as well. It's been a long day. Well done seeing through my two traps. It's a trap! But this would hardly be worth my time if you couldn't see through something that simple. There are two people remaining. LambdadeltaYT, you took a cowardly move earlier selecting the chef. But will you do the same again? I can't theorize as skillfully as you, Lord Arne. So I have to choose someone whose actions are restricted. In other words, someone who's very likely not the killer. Huh, so you say. Our game thus far has not decided the killer. The next person you choose will also be someone highly unlikely to be the killer. In essence, the one you do not choose is the one whom you suspect. Why do you have to say that? Have I said anything mistaken? Work up your resolve. That's what it means to find a killer among this lot. You must choose, little Bindwise. Be at ease. I will dispute the guilt of the person you choose. So choose the one you do not want to be the killer. No, I don't know. She will choose. Like, if we don't get to choose, she will choose Bernd because she doesn't want Gordon to be the killer. And Gordon is really suspicious what with him opening up about the past of all of these people. He's the first one that told us that the maids were basically prostitutes, for example. And he also told us that the cook didn't like the dad because he didn't finish his meals, but the cook never even really admitted to that. And I don't think a bed would be so obvious, right? Yeah, whatever. It's safe. Yay! Mistress, I'm afraid it's bedtime. Yeah, we're getting flashback to Gordon. Of course he's the fucking killer. He has a key, that's right. I don't wanna. I can't sleep till Mother and Father come back. What are they doing? Why does she have... Oh, she's in their room. Why do they have two beds? Your father and mother are having a grown-up conversation with guests that have come to visit. Are they having an orgy? You must not interfere with them. How about this, mistress? I'll read you a story until you fall asleep. Really? Until I fall asleep? So if I don't fall asleep, you read forever? Indeed. Should you fail to fall asleep, I suppose I'll just have to read forever. So Gramps will have to read me stories all the way until morning. Yay! I would be grateful if you slept before then. There you are, mistress. I heard from Father. So this room is going to be remodeled. This room is full of memories of Mother. Why would he... Does he even care about her anymore? The master loves your mother even now. That is why I said this room was much too painful without her here. I'm so worried. My memories of Mother only get further away with time, so to lose this room too. You need not worry, mistress. Precious memories remain, no matter how much time passes. I say this having lived many years more than you, so trust my experience. After all, I'm 32 years old. I hope you're right. To prove it, shall I tell stories of when you were just born, mistress? You were so fond of my moustache, you were always pulling at it. Hee. Mistress Lin, of course you'll pick me, right? I mean, I'm not the killer. Look, don't you think Gordon did it? I'm a guard, you know? It's my job to protect everyone, right? Gordon's gone silent. He can't even make excuses, I'm sure of it. I choose... Bernd! Say it, Bernd! I choose... Gordon. She chooses Gordon because she wants to be the one to expose him. It's not Bernd. It's still Gordon. What? You gotta be kidding me! Silence, human. This game is between myself and Leonard Reinweiss. Do not add unnecessary comments. Well then, Leonard Reinweiss, so you've chosen the old coot. Can you make a theory pinning him as a culprit? They'd have to be away from his room to the 3rd floor that avoided detection by both the guard and Sissia. There isn't. I don't know how. So then, the old coot is not the killer either. In short... Objection! No, you're wrong, it's not me! I thought you were suspicious from the start. You would also know the resident's actions and thus find gaps to act within. And also, rule number 1, the first witness did it. Wasn't that written in the book you read? Seriously, you've got it wrong! How unsightly. You should give up and confess. Haha, what is this? This is dumber than the dumbest gag comic. Hey, what the hell? Why are you looking at me like that? So it was you after all. He was suspicious from the start. Bernd, why? Sure, Bernd. Well, is it really Bernd? No. Show some evidence. There's no proof I killed him, right? Evidence you say? Completely slipped my mind. You! Well, don't fret. I'll go get some now. Just wait patiently until I return. The rest of you, don't lay a finger on the guard. Without evidence, we haven't confirmed him as a killer. Sure, bring whatever you think you can, because there's definitely nothing. And you all keep your grubby bits off me, or it ain't gonna be pretty. Little Blindwise, come along. Okay. Are they trying to bluff here, or? That was decently entertaining, Little Blindwise. Lord Arne, is Ben really the killer? Why would you think that? Eh? If that were a fair way to decide the killer, we couldn't have left it to a majority vote. What? Then what was all that? A means for me to have some fun. Didn't I say as much? It would be a bore to simply guess at the killer. You're kidding. Then what was I fighting so desperately for? That was not in vain. You demonstrated clear reasons why some could not have done the deed. Incidentally, our game didn't so much as touch upon the means of decapitation or the murder weapon, yes? Didn't you think it strange that it was all about the methods of intrusion? Well, a murder weapon wouldn't have been necessary to kill Father. You can't just consider these things piecemeal. And also, it's difficult to ignore something as unique as a headless corpse. Of course, I did intentionally not bring it up. Did you? Normally, one would consider not just actions at the time of the crime, but the murder weapon and method. However, we know things that we normally would not. This gave us a clear picture of the servants' actions, and thus we gave them undue focus. Little Blindwise, why did we have such knowledge? The reason we knew things that we shouldn't really know... Ah! The girls stood in front of the source of their knowledge. The reason we know the unknowable... The mirrors! What Sissy saw from here is the information we shouldn't actually know. Lord Arne, it's the mirrors, right? Indeed. Do you not realize? She still has a mirror. She still has a reflection. Huh? So it isn't the mirrors? Well, never mind. Indeed, I refer to the mirrors. Whoa, wait. Is that the reason why she doesn't have fangs? Yeah, why does she have a reflection? You realized as well, didn't you, Cizia? Huh? Wonder what you mean. I was just trying to help out. Huh, where are you now? What are you getting at? Gave us false information. This is what I'm getting at. If we ignore the information Cizia saw from this mirror... Hold on, did you really need to break it? Of course, have I done anything without a reason? Pretty frequently, yes! There's a reason for all my actions, namely my entertainment. God, I sort of understood as much, but to hear you say it without hesitation. I'd like to keep talking if you don't mind. Jeez, yes, please continue. Indeed, if we ignore any information that Cizia saw, there's only one person who could move freely around the time of the crime, isn't there? They could go in and out of your father's room and even go to the basement. And you know why he couldn't see him? You know why he couldn't see Gordon? I'll leave it to you guys. I figured it out just now. It's a very simple reason, and it has to do with Arne and Lynn as well. There was also an opportunity for them to put that note in your room. And they knew that vase had been broken. When there was no way of knowing. What a fool. Huh? Mistress Lynn, is something the matter? Hey, you hold it right there. Shut up. What are you doing not letting a guard, huh? And I gotta score at least a couple points in my favor before you guys name me the killer. Please wait, if you run like that, your wounds. It's alright, the mistress is more important. Please hold of your horses, everyone. Trying to lure everyone out at once? That saves me some time. Huh? What do you mean? Lynn Blindwise, stay here and block the path of anyone who comes this way. Huh? Blocked away? Hold on a second. As I thought, you stayed behind. And it's another heart of his in him, I think. What a sloppy crime it turned out to be, once I realized the answer. No tricks or anything. Well, I suppose you may be right that such things weren't necessary for you. But even forgiving that, your killing of Lynn Blindwise was far too crude. Wasn't that practically an admission of who you really are? Well... who is the murderer? The vampire is ready to name the killer. Use the information you've gathered to select who it is. If you want to view a map of the mansion, click or tap here to open it up. So if we disregard this, it's clear who could have come from where to go up there. Yeah. Is Gordon the butler the one who killed Lynn's father? Yes. Are you sure Gordon is the culprit? Absolutely certain. Judge. So it's you, old coot. Young one, you should watch your mouth. A young one? Am I young to you? What have you been going on about? I haven't the foggiest idea. Sorry, I did my best, but everyone came rushing at me. And anyway, there was no way I'd be ready to block it away all of a sudden. Don't worry, I had no such expectation to begin with. What? At least have a little expectation. But what are we talking with Gordon about? Nothing of great significance. Only that he killed your father and attempted to kill you. What? The time is nearing for this delightful production to come to an end. Let's say we dub it simply the Reinweiss murder. The culprit of this Reinweiss murder, the one who killed Leonard Reinweiss's father, was this old coot. Hold on a second. Gordon has an alibi, no motive. Motive? Such a thing necessary? It's just after the fact reasoning you humans append just so he can accept it, is it not? He killed him because he was bored. Killed him because he thought he could. Killed him just because. Killed him for no reason. Those are perfectly sufficient reasons to me. And besides, Leonard Reinweiss and I narrowed the choice down to this old coot in the guard, did we not? However, guard, you couldn't have done it, could you? Of course not. And there we are. You yourself understood that the guard couldn't have done it, surely? The fear of blood. You could not prepare a headless corpse. And why is that? Bernd, you can't do blood. He can't do blood! That's such a nice way to put it. Whoop, pardon, I've hit my mic. He faints at the sight of blood, so he couldn't have made that crime scene. Yeah. Well now, so you do understand. As Leonard Reinweiss says, the guard is too incompetent for murder. You don't have to be mean about it. At least this old coot is the last suspect even. So tell me your actions around the time of the crime once more. Before midnight, I was reading in my room the whole time. And around 12:15, I believe it would be, I went to the kitchen to discuss food with Heinz. After 12:30, Diana came to get me, so I headed to the master's room. Huh, that seems no different from what Leonard Reinweiss told me. Yet something in your words contradicts my information. Leonard Reinweiss, determine what that is. I don't know. Don't give up right off the gate, think about it. I don't know who this old coot is to you, but feelings are unnecessary for reasoning. Seek only the truth, for that is the tale you desired. We get to save an awful lot suddenly. Okay, yet another new music track. I was reading in my room the whole time. Click here to switch between pictures of prior information. Click here to switch between Gordon's statements. There's a single contradiction between some prior information and Gordon's statements. Once you've paired the contradictory elements, click the check here to confirm your choice. The one on this side will do the same thing. There are no buttons. Oh, okay, there are buttons, but you don't really see them. Also, I can't see the statement. That is a little bit buggy. How do I change his statement? Here, down here, okay. I was reading in my room the whole time. I went to the kitchen. Diana came to get me. Diana did come to get him. But I can't... Is it a screen size? Let me check. No, it still looks the same. It still looks the same. Oh... Yeah, that is, like, we have to guess now. That is not nice. Not nice at all. Diana came to get me. I was reading in my room the whole time. I went to the kitchen. He did go to the kitchen. We don't know whether Diana came to get him. Did he? Did she? I think he went up there by himself. Which picture is it? Let's just... Let's go for this one. Is combination contradictory? Yeah? Why, that's completely and utterly wrong. Think about it properly. Yeah, sorry. I feel like there's a contradiction along the lines of Gordon knowing something he shouldn't. Oh, okay, then it's... Okay. We're gonna reload because I can do this now that I know what they were going on about. This. She broke the vase. He was scolding her for breaking the vase, and he shouldn't have known that. Arne even said so earlier. So, if he was reading in his room the whole time, he shouldn't have known. Yes. If Gordon was reading in his room the whole time, he shouldn't have known about the vase Elise broke. Precisely, Lindenfeinweiss. Yeah, here we go. That would have been easier if we got the text properly. If you supposedly stayed in your room, why did you know the vase had been broken? Come to think of it, that slipped my mind. I thought I'd heard something breaking, so I went to look. So you did go look? Well, you're an old coot after all. I grant you might forget a thing or two. And you didn't meet the maid there? I did not. I would wager she had gone somewhere to dispose of the broken vase. I simply connected the dots of the wet floor, the missing vase, and the sound I'd heard. The maid took about 5 minutes cleaning up there. You must have been walking awfully slow. I was at a good part in my book, you see. Huh, such a lousy excuse. Are you sure you didn't notice the vase being gone while heading back from the master's room to yours? What proof do you have of that? Oh, very sorry indeed. Very well, that isn't the important part. So you went up the stairs from your room and saw the vase missing in the second floor hallway. That is correct. So he says, Lindenfeinweiss. That's... To change the subject, were you aware that Lindenfeinweiss was attacked by the dogs? Say again? She was called out there by a note. Any ideas about that? I had absolutely no knowledge of the mistress landing in such a perilous situation. You instigated the mistress, didn't you? Well, surely your detectiving that caused her to... Lindenfeinweiss chose that herself. I was in no way responsible. Now then, Lindenfeinweiss, think carefully. While you all were disputing in the dining room, I was still in your room. I left right around the time the tall maid came bursting out of the dining room. Who could have gone to put the note in your room? When Bernd ran out of the dining room, Heinz went after him. And you and I know Diana and Kai were in the guest room. That means the old coot and the short maid remained in the dining room. But the short maid was ordered by someone to go look for you, wasn't she? That's... After that, Lindenfeinweiss was attacked by someone and nearly died. She was attacked from behind in the bath. And marks like 3 large claws were left on her back. So I was right about it being a supernatural enemy, but it's a vampire instead, one of his hearts. Impressive of them to enter without anyone noticing. You indeed could be capable of that. Lindenfeinweiss, you must know, yes? That can't possibly be. That's inconceivable. Hey, you two, I was wondering. Who's this Gordon guy? There's the revelation. Wait, he also can't hear him? That can't be right. Huh? What are you saying? Sissy, is that true? What were they alive for? The 2 maids, the gardener, the guard, the chef, those 5 work in the mansion, right? But the butler Gordon, who the heck is that? That's a little bit of an oversight with the voice. Either they should have explained it earlier explicitly that he also can't hear them, or... So it's true. Sissy didn't see him. It seems you finally understand. If you don't wish to say it, I will present the truth. I'll do it. Yeah, that's all, Lenny. Good luck finishing this up. That's good enough for you, Arne? Yes, no issues here. I was the one who wanted to find the killer. No matter how painful it would be, I'd learn the truth and catch the culprit. To do that, I abandoned my humanity and became a vampire. That remains to be seen. He's probably just saying he can't see him, but making it obvious without saying it? Yeah, I guess. He's nudging her along. In my fiery battle with Lord Arne, We proved most of the suspects couldn't have done it. There were clear reasons why they couldn't create the locked room, or get inside, or go to the 3rd floor. However, we made those judgments based on information that assumed the killer was human. But there's a situation in which that information is rendered meaningless. They don't even need to paint him out as a vampire, because the information they have is supernatural themselves. If they just leave out the supernatural information, he doesn't have an alibi anymore. Gordon, you're a vampire, aren't you? Of all the things I thought you'd say. You must cease joking around like this, mistress. I'm not joking in the slightest. If you're not a vampire, Gordon, then stand in front of that mirror right now. I need not go along with your wild delusions. How utterly foolish. Come on, Gordon, at least give it that. If it'll satisfy Lynn, what's the harm? Besides, you got knocked out alongside me. Isn't that better proof than any that Gordon isn't the killer? Yeah, right. That happened as well. Chef, it was I who attacked you. Huh? Granted, there were circumstances, but I shall apologize regardless. Sorry for that. I don't know if I can just accept that. However, I did not attack that old coot. Oh, so he must have known from the very beginning then. I suspect he hit himself or ran into something to play the victim, yes? What in the world would he do that for? Would you think someone who was attacked is the killer? Ah, now that you mention it. However, I would never go out of the front door. Once I left the entryway, that would surely be outside. And unfortunately, the key I left with Lynn Bindweiss is no more. You know what that means, don't you, old coot? What indeed could you be talking about? That's enough. Lord Arne, hand over Sissy. True, that would be faster. That's... Sissy, don't chop, okay? Yeah. God, I love Elise on the left. She's so cute. I love this picture. Gordon isn't showing up in the mirror. Did Elise just talk normally? You all know that vampires don't appear in mirrors, right? You were in Father's room from the start. And after killing him, you just walked normally back to your room. Well done, Lindbeinweiss. I shall offer a supplement. The theory battle between Lindbeinweiss and I was meant to confirm which humans could not have killed her father. Lindbeinweiss tinkered with the mirrors in this mansion in advance, you see, giving us a full picture of any humans who passed in front of a mirror. The fact is why, for a time, we believed the claim that you were reading in your room. However, you confessed it yourself. You passed through the west side of the 2nd floor. But that alone can't. Really, there should have been a clear murder weapon like an axe left next to the headless corpse, and you should have tried to kill Lindbeinweiss with a knife or the like. If you'd done that, even if I knew you were a vampire, I probably wouldn't have thought you were the killer. After all, a proud vampire would never deign to kill with human methods. Perhaps by making use of brute strength, you thought you'd remove yourself as an old coot as a subject. But with the knowledge that you're a vampire, it's just clear confession that you're the killer. I suppose there's no avoiding it. If it was you, Gordon, why did you kill Father? Have you been deceiving us this whole time? That isn't the case at all, Mistress Lynn. I thought of you like a true daughter. No, like a granddaughter. I also thought of your father and mother like family. Then why kill Father? I thought it not so bad to live amongst humans. Yet, about a month ago, I believe, the master won the bid in a certain auction. It was for Lord Nachtzirter's heart. Lord Nachtzirter? Yes, Lord Nachtzirter, my liege, whom I truly serve. Oh, so he's not another heart, he's just a servant of Nachtzirter? I see, so then it became a question of priorities. Indeed. The master ordered me to gather human body parts so he could use that heart to revive his wife. But I wish to revive Lord Nachtzirter more than her. That's all it came down to. So I went out with the master night after night to kill humans. Though killing too many in so short a time caused it to become a bit harder to act. So once you gather the parts for Nachtzirter's revival, you killed your master to get him out of the way. But that isn't the only reason you killed him, is it? You plan to take over this house. Incidentally, I found a bite mark on this girl's arm while I was dressing her. Is she already a puppet? That's why she didn't turn. You intended to make Lindbeinweiss your puppet, did you? Huh? I was unable to make her a puppet with no will of her own, but I could make it so she wouldn't defy my orders, or so it should have been. I think the mistress had her blood sucked before me. No wonder she wouldn't die, seeing as I couldn't control her either. would have her blood sucked before me? Who sucked her blood while she was a child? Her mum? Or someone else? What do you mean, you sucked my blood? After knocking you out, mistress, I did suck your blood through your arm. Wait. Yeah, no. Then it was... No, Arne drawing blood? Does that work? However, since you did not fall under my control, it must mean you were already not human. For vampires can only make puppets out of humans. I don't understand what you're saying. I mean, that can't be right, can it? Think back. The town of Lukenberg is for the non-humans, Lynn, and you were there. I've always been human. But it's a shame. I intended to make you the family head and control you from the shadows. After reviving my liege, I knew the best way for vampires to make the comeback would be to control the nobility. The master was useless, frail in mind and body, so you were more suitable, mistress. Well, never mind Blindweiss for now. More importantly, why prepare a headless corpse? Surely that could have just been a father. The master's plan was to revive his wife, fake his death, and have the three of us sneak away. As I said before, I thought of the master and his wife like family, so I planned to let the two of them be together by using their body parts for my liege. However, if the master went missing instead of dying, Mistress Lin may have tried to search for him endlessly. My control was not powerful enough to refute her strong will, so it was necessary that the master in fact be killed. I see. If it gotten hold of any real power, you could have made any random human into the killer. Once the killer was apprehended, even Blindweiss would give up. Is that it? All that remained was to revive my liege once everyone had fallen asleep. So you didn't anticipate the guard arriving after all? Yes, that was not part of the plan with the master. Perhaps he anticipated that he would be killed. Your presence was also most unexpected. Truly, things just wouldn't go my way. Considering that, you don't seem too worried. Naturally. I remembered hearing rumor of you, Lord LambdadeltaYT. Aha, you know me. That you were the most heinous of vampires, created when our kings sacrificed their hearts. However, you've now foolishly had them taken, and now do such idiocy as detective work. So I heard. Haha, what a cruel rumor. What if he spread that rumor himself? A weak vampire with only 1/9 of the power from his heyday is no match for me. Let's fight! Wow! Look at him! Look at the size of his Kuma arms! I see now. No need for a murder weapon with arms like those. Well suited for lopping off a head too. And being a vampire, you could stick the head in a bag and carry it around with it appearing in mirrors. So, what do you plan to do that was worth showing us your ugly true colors? I shall have you both die. I suppose that would be the easiest option. Blindweiss, get away from him. I wasn't human to start with? Lord Arne, you're really wailing on him?
Ha 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 ha! So you call yourself LambdadeltaYT, yet this is all you can do? What's this?
Are you a fool? It doesn't matter if I have 1/9 of the power. The heart in his body is still 100% a king's. You think a weakling like you can contend with a king? Yes, run away uncouthly. Now then, Blindweiss, I shall be giving chase, but... Lord Arne, just what am I? Well now, your hand's bleeding. Wow. Weirdly sexual. What? Lord Arne? Indeed. No change at all in your blood. Blindweiss, what indeed are you? What do you mean? You should have become a vampire after making a pact with me, but my blood has not mixed in. In other words, you haven't become a vampire. So that means I wasn't human, doesn't it? However, when I drink your blood, I can temporarily regain power. No other animal's blood will do. It has to be human blood. What does that mean? It means you are human, Blindweiss. Well, we can't be spending time fretting about your body. I need to do some after-show cleanup. Lord Arne, please be safe. But of course. Shall we do this today still, or should I, save and... Oh, yeah, let's do this. It shouldn't be that long, should it? What's the matter? Can't even run?
If you have the power of a king, then I'm sure it would be pointless to try. And neither do I have any chance of winning.
Why, how boring. Put up some more resistance and entertain me. In fact, I won't even mind if you use my heart. I'm sure you have it, don't you?
So you've even seen through that. But you shall regret it. My liege! Lord Nachtigal! He can surely defeat you.
How amusing.
Use all of my body. Let Lord Nachtigal return here now. Lord Nachtigal. Forever!
Hail Hydra! Wow, he's edgy. Been a while since I had flesh. You know how it feels being an old coot of all things. I'm talking to you, Neuntöter. So you're Nachtigal. I must say, you look just as stupid as you sound. Oh, what? Ain't you the real idiot for getting my heart stolen from you? I was supposed from the start, you know, gathering up the hearts of other weak-ass vampires. Wasn't no way it would make somebody stronger than me. I think I get it. You're filling that weakest member of the Big Four role. That's it. I'm a murderer, yeah. I'll suck out all your blood. This time I'll be Neuntöter. What's this? When vampires fight each other, it can take a long-ass time to come to a conclusion. Aha, so you've set the stage for a battle with our blood on the line. You got it! When you're part of one of these blood feuds, whoever loses pays with their blood. Now, welcome to my stage. Let's get killing! Intriguing. Let us dance joyfully beneath the crimson moon. My mouse is on the screen, very sorry.
Versus Nachtigal.
Another fight. We fought against it before. So this is stage for your blood feud? You're being pretty cocky, huh? You do realize that getting on my stage means I get to decide the rules, yeah? Obviously I know that. I also picked up on the fact that it'll use up more of your blood this way. Why you did that on purpose? I just didn't want to waste blood, that's all. Go ahead and act all cocky, cause it won't last! The blood feud between you and me is a simple back and forth of strength. Rather, that's all your puny mind could think of, wasn't it? You rotten! It's murderizing time! Nachtigal was able to fly around the stage freely, but Neuntöter appears to be limited. To start, Nachtigal began turning through the sky, creating shadows of himself. But while numerous, they don't seem powerful on their own. Neuntöter should be able to defeat them with ease as long as they don't attack them from sides or behind. Also, even if he's about to take a hit, Neuntöter will surely turn into mist and avoid it. Okay. Okay. Not bad, Neuntöter! I could fight these weaklings all day. You might want to stop wasting blood, you know. Shut up! If numbers ain't good, I'll try speed! Next, Nachtigal took control of a massive shadow to charge at his foe. Neuntöter dodged its approaches and kept an eye out for a chance to attack. How do I attack him? Indeed, it may be large and quick. Yep, but he appears to be in his vulnerable state. Furthermore, I've noticed a safe zone directly underneath Nachtigal himself. I'll slip in there and fell him from below. Imagine if I strike facing straight towards him, he won't be able to react. Yeah, I didn't. Here we go. There's nothing that my beast's sharp as fangs cannot pierce. Bloody Nadel. Bloody nail. You're not doing so bad! Is that all you've got, Nachtigal? If so, we'd better bring an end to this soon. Don't get carried away, you! This time I got number, speed, and strength. Plus some of the traps you like so much. What rashness. Shut up! Once I steal all the blood from ya, it'll have been worth it. Do it! My hyper mode shadows. All units charge! Hyper mode, is that what you called it in vulnerable state? Not a shred of naming sense either, huh? What do you say? As if that ain't the coolest name you ever heard! Oh, my apologies. I think it suits you very well. Course it does! It's Morbin time! God damn it. That aside, even I might be in trouble if I succumb to all this. No doubt this is a desperate attack indeed. How delightful. I shall read you every movement. Nointude honed his senses to track everything around him. He and the shadows appeared to move at the same speed, but if he moved at random, he'd fall prey to the traps. Regardless, Nointude found a route that would let him reach Nachsirra. When Arne moves one step, all enemies will move one step. Try to reach Nachsirra without hitting any foes. Oh my god, note that screen clicking movement is disabled. Move with the arrow keys. Okay. I need to get up to him? Yeah, I'm done. I hate these. That route won't do it. Oh my god. I think I have infinite lives for this. Yeah, that won't do it either. Oh my god. Oh, I might need help for this one. Oh no, I got it. Okay. That was weird. Consider yourself bested. What? There's no escape now. That's right, I gotta suck a stick now. It's my victory. It's not even like puzzle games are my weakness. Like puzzle games where you have to think ahead. These are my weakness. Regular puzzles are fine. Damn it! Why? There's no way you and me's strength is that far apart. It's an issue of affinity. In spite of your stupidity, you try to strategize and follow patterns. However, such planned-out fights are my forte. I get it, so I should have just rammed you with pure strength. Right up my boy hole. Thanks for that! You're still struggling? I didn't! Say I lost! Damn, son. That's pretty sweet. I'll be taking my heart back, Nachsirra. It ain't yours. It's my heart. Well then, why am I the one holding it? Alright, fine. Guess I'll admit my defeat this time. Just have to stay put inside here, well. And who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to stay put inside Arne for just a little while? Huh. He reverted to the old Coot. I've destroyed the Coot's heart, so he can go ahead and die. Also, the mansion is pretty fucked. This mansion won't hold together, will it? Lord Arne! I know I told you to wait, but to think you'd actually be here. I'm glad you're okay. Did you expect otherwise? Where's Gordon? I killed him. I see. Oh, don't misunderstand. I wasn't responsible for doing this to the mansion. It was the work of Nachsirra, who the old Coot revived. Gordon revived? Right, I guess so. What of the others? I told them I'd wait for you and had them evacuate before me. Can you not move? It seems I sprained my leg too, so... Troublesome to the last. I suppose I was the one who pushed you. Look at that, Lord Arne. The moon's sparkling. Such a pretty crimson. It's just dirt and dust that's sparkling, actually. What did I do it all for? Even this house I wanted to protect has been destroyed. It feels like the world is ending. Truly, Lindreinweiss? Does it see no bounds? Is this mansion your whole world? It's much too narrow. Everything beneath the crimson moon. That is my world. Everything is your world. You know what? Already a better love story than Twilight, I think. And now, with the walls and roof destroyed, the boundary between your world and mine is gone. Whether you perish with this mansion or head outside is up to you. When I flew through the sky with you before, how did this mansion look from above? It looked so very tiny. Much tinier than I thought. Yeah, that's what she said. Yes, that's all it ever was. I would think a life that never knew anything more to be quite a boring one. I do want to see more of the world. The world outside the mansion, which I only learned of in these last few days. Lord Arne's world. In that case, this is no time to be gazing at the moon here. Let us go, Lynn Reinweiss. Okay, Lord Arne. Huh? Lord Arne, hey, that's a little bit... Don't move. It's not my fault if you fall. I was just saying it's a little embarrassing. Is now the time to be worried about that? We're off. Oh, if possible, I'd like to make sure no one's left behind in the mansion. Sheesh. Alright, I'll do so. Thank you very much. Some of the servants may still be in the mansion. Escape while looking around for them. Arne can handle fire and strong impacts, but Lynn isn't as sturdy. Pay attention to Lynn's health. Health is a cat, interestingly. Also, if time runs out and the dimension collapses, you'll fail the escape, so hurry. Even a fool would know not to go up in this situation. Shit, the time is still running out while I read. Given things here, I expect there are fires starting elsewhere too. It's all the more reason to be worried about the others. Landmine, would you be able to handle being burned by flames of this strength? Did you really expect me to say yes? Just thought I'd asked. Be sure to avoid the flames. Somebody save me! Where did it come from? The maid's room? It's Elise's voice! I heard it from the maid's room. Should we drop in? Not going there isn't even an option. Yeah, let's drop. Boys, where we dropping? In the maid's room. Hot! It doth be hot! I'm bound if to be grilled deliciously at this rate. Grilled deliciously. It looks like she's practicing her dance moves. Are we looking at the same thing? At least I'm going to save you. Via Lord Arne. Oh well, that was something I wanted to try. Is it gonna piss blood? Lord Arne, your eye! Would not be a delicious steak? Huh? When did... Be grateful, mate. Yes, sire, thank you so muchly. Jeez, what are we doing in here? I came to get Hamburg. This teddy bear, forsooth. Sheesh, hurry and evacuate, please. Yes, I'm truly... It's alright, you didn't do anything wrong, Elise. More importantly, you need to get going. Understood, indeed, if... Lord Arne, was that... Nah, Zerta's power, yes. Thanks for recovering his heart, it appears I can now use it as well. Is that okay? You know, it's no issue. I mean, I hope so. Enough about that. Let's search for the other humans. Yes, please do. Heath! I can hear Heinz in the kitchen. He can go straight outside from there. I don't feel it necessary to check on him. Well... Wow! Lord Arne! Yes, I know. Flames are especially strong in the dining room. Lynn may take damage just being here. Oh shit. Heinz, what's the matter? Lynn, so that guy actually saved you, huh? Yes! Wait, I mean... I was just checking out some valuable cookware. These guys are retarded, holy shit! But there was more than I thought, and I can't get it through the door. Surely you can leave such things behind, yes? Would you leave your lover in a burning building? Well... Huh? I know you should carry it. Or rather, I know you should carry it. Why would I do such a thing? Cause then I'll say we're even for you punching me. That's right, you should help, Lord Arne. Alright, such a pain. Hey, isn't that a little much? I threw in the fridge as a bonus, be grateful. Oh, come on. When you're holding Lynn so gingerly too. Huh? What do you mean? I don't want to talk, but this mansion really was bizarre. I'm kinda shocked that Gordon was the killer. But you destroyed it for her, I bet. This prison of Lynn's. Heinz. Ketchup. Hold on. It wasn't I who destroyed the mansion. Well, that's not really what I meant. Come on, you two. You better leave for soon else. Yes, we really must be. No, I simply cannot. Every one of the residents here, I swear. Come to think of it, maybe Diana and Kai did say they forgot something on the second floor guest room. Lord Arne, let's go. I know. Take care, you two. And take care of Lynn, too. Well, I won't kill her. That's the least I expect. Ah, Lord Arne, let's go to the second floor. I should hope this is the last one. Well, knowing Bernd, I wouldn't be too sure about this. Wow, that was close. This mansion is truly starting to crumble there. Lord Arne, let's hurry. Debris will now start to fall in the dining room and passages outside of rooms. Try to keep moving without stopping as much as possible. Oh, that was close. Wait, where are they? Oh, okay. That is, well, listen, if you just jump to the tree from here. You idiot, I'm telling you it's impossible. You're such an idiot. What are you doing? Mistress and Arne, right? I was gonna try to run, but Diana had other plans. Why are you making me out to be selfish? You're the one who forgot something, Kai. If it was that important, then you shouldn't lose it. What in the world did you come to get? The ring, duh. I really was planning to elope with you. So of course I'd want to prepare a ring. Kai. Oh god, Kai, don't do it! Like she's a fucking honey trap! She's a Venus flytrap! She's a man-eater! Dude, she swallowed like more dicks than sausages in her life! Are you gonna look at me or not? They seem to be having a moment here, but Lord Arne, can you do something? Killer! I can't just push them off, yes? That's far too perilous! Very well, leave it to me. What do we do? Oh wow, okay. Here, now they should be able to roll down safely. A net made of blood, this might do it! Come on! Wow! He still pushes them, I guess. Huh? Hold on a moment. Excuse me. No! In my head canon, she fell to her death. Now then, we'd better go as well. Huh, feels like we're forgetting someone. Where could he be, though? Oh my god, did we really leave Bernd to die? No, he must have went out, right? Where the fuck is Bernd? Oh god! I'm glad everyone's safe. This is so cruel, Lynn. Lynn, what are you gonna do? Father's left us and the house is burnt down. I'm terribly sorry, but I don't have money to pay you. But no matter what, I will do so. What are you talking about? Don't bother about that stuff. Nobody's here worried about money. What matters is we're all safe. Isn't that enough? Heinz. Catch up. I said such terrible things to you, mistress. Yeah, you were really... I mean, I wish I could slap you through my screen right now, Diana. I can hardly express the depths of my remorse. However, we consider you precious family. Would you really do that to precious family? The time we've spent together has all very much been real. As much as possible, I think we would all like to continue providing whatever aid we can. Oh, so you're gonna continue sucking off old men for my sake? Thank you very much. I'm glad you feel that way, but I need to sort out my feelings too. Please let me take some time away to think about things. Sorry, mistress. If we'd been able to do something sooner. Don't say that. It was all Father and Gordon to blame. Yeah, blame the dead people. That's easy, Len. If anything, I should apologize for not noticing something amiss. Mistress, that's not true either. Don't blame yourself. Indeed, if it isn't. She should notice! She had a thing with him! Many painful things have happened, but we overcame them because you were there. You have been like a little sister to me. She's older than me? That's why we did not want you to know about the things we were doing whenever possible. Oh, you mean the dick riding carousel? Yes, of course. Because of our love, we were scared of you hating us. That's nonsense. I would never hate you for it. Well, maybe not you, Len, but I really despise these people. There may have been a lot going on I didn't know, but I do know you were all thinking of me, which makes it all the more disgusting. Because I've been with you for so long, so I couldn't imagine that time was all a lie. Mistress? Lambda, you know what some families are like, right? I don't even have one. Okay, why are you crying, Elise? I mean, I have my little family now, but because I don't love you too much. So do I. So do I, Elise. Lynn, you might not be aware of it just yet, but it looks like you've matured a lot. He's not. You might not be aware of it just yet, but Bernd is missing. No, it looks like you've matured a lot from all this. So I guess it remains to me it remains to be seen if that's a good thing or not. After the murder happened, we may have argued a lot and shown off our bad sides. But nobody was blaming you, you know? We're all on your side. Yes, you were. Thank you so much. Well, anyway, call for me anytime you want to eat something delicious. I'll be sure to hone my skills even more for you. I'll come flying in wherever you are. Right. Are we just gonna... Well then, we'll be taking our leave. Yes, I'll see you again someday. Are we just saying our goodbyes in front of a burning mansion? How did it even start burning to begin with? Huh? Are you... He must have made it out. He's gonna appear. Oh! I left earlier. What was going on? My home is gone. Was this really for the best? Did your house burn down? No, not that. If I hadn't gotten it into my head, I'd solved this case. I'm sure we would have kept living here like always. Truly, Leonard Reinweiss? Does he know no bounds? I had thought you'd already accepted that. I mean, any regrets you have won't change the reality. More important is considering what lies ahead. Now, all the strings controlling you have been cut. Finally, a puppet no longer. You begin life in a new world, yes? Oh, it's like an isekai. A puppet no longer. I suppose so, but Lord Arne, am I really human? Are you that bothered about the details? If you say you're human, you are human. But... And did you not say so when performing the blood pact? Even if I become a vampire, my heart will remain human. If my heart is human. Right. Of course, human or elsewise. Are you not Leonard Reinweiss? Like how you're just Lord Arne. Yes, you are yourself. I shall keep those words of yours in the back of my mind. So will I. I won't forget them. I've lived my life as a human, and I'll continue living as a human. If that's what you wish for, I'm sure it can be so. Now then, this brings my job to a close, human. Right, Herr Vampire. What are you going to do now? The Reinweiss family has been reduced to just me, but I'll try to start it over once more. With father and mother, and even Gordon gone, I'm not sure if I can, but... I can't help thinking it would be nice if everyone could come back someday. I guess she means the servants. Because they're family. But before that, I want to go to lots of places. I need to expand my world. Yes. Okay. Do you now? Give it your best effort. For a child, 18 years of age, you did well with this case. I'm sure you'll be alright in any circumstance. If I have your approval, Herr Vampire, then I'm sure I will be. Thank you very much. Well, let that be that. I'm leaving, human. Take care, Herr Vampire. There he is. This is our Bernd. Woo, he survived. Bernd? I completely forgot. Way to rub it in, Len. You forgot me? You're so cruel. But I'm glad I called you, mistress. What were you doing? I went fishing around the mansion. I thought if it was burning down anyway, it'd be fine if I took a thing or two. But most everything just burned away, huh? It was still stuff I was hoping to get. Huh, a sturdy sword. Oh, it's okay. I'll share with everyone who vacated before me. I'll make good use of it as a severance pay. It's better than just being tossed to the streets without being given a dime. Honestly, I should have carried on a lot more. Alright, take this, Mistress Lynn. You dropped it. Is it a pendant? Well then, I'll take my leave. Good luck with everything. It's a sharp salute. I like it. Are you alright with that? The things in the mansion are your property now, yes? It's okay. The only thing that's really mine is this jersey. I see. I expect you can live just about anywhere. Yeah. Maybe I should have followed his example a little. Well, once more. So long, human. Goodbye, Herr Vampire. Oh yeah, what exactly did Bernd hand me? Oh, Bernd! You shouldn't have, my friend! Oh, so I was left this jersey and this photo too. Hopefully the pendant as well. I hope you have it on your person, you dummy. Huh? I thought it was just burn marks, but did the heat reveal this writing? with my dear family. Father, what you did was wrong. I can say that with certainty. Lambda Delta moment. But you loved us, your family, didn't you? I won't forget that part. And so the incident between myself and her vampire ended. Honestly, I'm full of worries about the future, but nothing should be more painful than today. That thought makes me feel like it'll be okay. Leonard Steinweiss. Casebook of Arne, Case 1, the Steinweiss murder. A very good game. I fully enjoyed that. It was simple, towards the end especially. But I didn't think of the butler being it. I mean, there were enough red herrings to make me question myself wrongly. Which is good. It's good. Of course, there's also information that we didn't know. We were, like, it was, and I didn't think it was this, but it was another case of unreliable narrator with us thinking that he had an alibi due to Cizia. It was something, well, we could have thought of that, but it could have been literally anyone else either, right? Many mysteries remained? Yeah. I guess it's set up for a sequel. So why are you here, human? Look, if you just think about it, I've got nowhere to go. So please let me stay here a while. Why should I let you? I'm going to use you! Rejected. Then, I know! I'll request an investigation into why I didn't become a vampire. How about that? Doesn't it pique your interest? Very well, do as you please. Leonard Steinweiss. Yes, Lord Arne. Well, time to pay my fee. Go ahead and suck. I'll get the needle. Oh. Another closing word by Cizia, maybe? Yo-ho! We meet again. That's the end of this case. Happily ever after and all that. Did you figure out the killer before Arne? Not before Arne, but before Lynn. Well, who cares either way. So then, I've prepared a reward for you for making it here without mistakes. I'll let you take a little peek into a slightly different world it might have been. Ooh. I love little peeks. Isn't there any way I can become a Puella Magi? I'll grant that wish. Ooh, is it gonna be a cat? Who was that? Where did that even come from? It's gonna be Cizia. Here, over here, look in the mirror. The mirror? Nothing really looks different. Yo-ho, my name's Cizia. I'll make you a Puella Magi. Really? Then do it right away. You gonna question that a little more? That's just wasted time. I'll become one anyway, so I might as well jump right to it. Well, sure, but... Alright, let's get to it. Recite the spell that's in your mind right now. Then you'll transform. Oh yeah! Really? Well, alright then. Cutely! Fancily! Fantastically! Steinweiss! Oh. I am more disappointed than I thought I would be. It's just an outfit change! And we've seen this outfit before! Hey, welcome back. How was it? I thought it was a good one, because it was so perfectly worthless. Well, it's goodbye for now. See you next. Wait, huh? Looks like something's interesting going on, so I'm gonna take a look. Oh, tell me! Tell me! Ooh, blood. Not enough blood. Woman! Blood. Hey? Let me read good blood. Huh? Yeah! Oh. Ravioli. I can't wait for the vampire loli. Screaming like that would be the human thing to do, right? What's that all of a sudden? Oh dear, he collapsed. Was that trash a friend of yours, Cizia? Oh, she... Don't know him. I see, very well. More importantly, where am I? I want to meet Neun, or rather, Eins. Don't ask me. Can't figure out your location in these woods. Also, he's not Eins, he's Zwei now. Oh, he gained 1. I see, that's good for you, 2. Ooh. Continued to the case 2. Alright. That was the case Book of Arne, case 1, the Steinweiss murder. Part 3, Fold In, which I don't even know. This title doesn't make much sense, but whatever. YouTube, that's it. Bye, YouTube.